Hello, everyone. I have something very personal to share today, and I hope that by sharing it with everyone, that it helps everyone. I had a dream this morning about my grandfather who passed away last year. Um, at the time, he lived in China, and my family was getting ready to visit him because we heard he was very ill. But before the travel preparations could even be completed, that he passed away very quickly. It was a very traumatic experience for the whole family, and I don't think my family here, my father is my father's father. I don't think I haven't seen him cry about it. Um, he has taken some time off work um, to just make himself feel better. But and neither did I um, have allowed myself to cry or really feel sad about it. I've been just keep telling myself all the positive things without actually, trying to run away from the grief process and try to forget about it. And it would hit me once in a while, and I'll just get really, really sad about Grandpa, and very worried, and especially sad for him because um, that he passed away so quickly, and that from what we heard, it wasn't. It was this. The disease was rather painful towards the end, and we really felt very, very helpless, and that we couldn't do anything. My aunt was with him, and that's why I sent her email this morning, telling her about my dream, which I'm going to share with you. Chinese people, in some of our traditions, would believe that people who has passed on will come back and give us dreams, to give us important messages. And I really felt that this morning. I'm If there is such experience, I have experienced it. It's a very important day today for my family as well. It's the 15th year that we have moved to Canada, and this morning I had the dream with my grandpa. It was, it seemed like a very simple dream. I remember waking up into a room full of family. All the family was there, and we were very relaxed, and we were chatting. We were just having a good time, and the room was whitish with very few decor. Just had a very faint white light, but everything was very real but surreal at the same time. Real in a way that I never doubted that it was a dream, but very surreal now that I think back around for the surround about the surroundings. And we were just, having a genuinely happy family time, and everyone was standing and just chatting and being peacefully happy. And then I was listening to the conversations they had. They reminisced about their past, their difficult past, and they talked about the endeavors that they are experiencing right now, that they're doing. And when I knew it was time to say goodbye, I went to see my grandpa, who was just amongst us and talking. I went to, I almost, half ran to him. I looked at him straight in the eye, and I have this image of him in my mind still, which I don't think I will ever forget. He was in a white robe, and his face was full and healthy, and his silver hair was shining with white light, just as his face and his whole body was shining. Just very faint, peaceful white light, and he had a peaceful, content, happy, that peaceful look on him. And I looked at him and I just hugged him really tight. I hugged him so tight. I could feel his warmth, and I just hugged him really tight, and I whispered, and I told him, please keep us company. Please come often and keep us company. And he responded gently to me that I don't need to keep you company. I'm always here. And then he kissed me right in the middle of the forehead, gently. And in my dreams, I can feel my eyes coming up with tears, and my breathing changed. And then I slowly woke up, and I can still feel his white light, his warmth. And I woke up with my arms around myself, and the feeling of his warmth still in my arms. And it was one of the most peaceful, amazing dreams. It is the most peaceful, amazing dreams I've ever had, and one of the most peaceful waking ups I've ever had. And I woke up to the morning of the 15th year of my family being in Canada. And I thought about this dream lots this morning, many times. Sometimes I would cry, sometimes I would smile, because Grandpa seemed so healthy and happy, and he seemed like an angel. And I was rest assured that he's happy wherever he is. He's happy, and most importantly, he's with us. He's with us anytime. People always say that when people pass away, they still live in your heart. And it's true. It's so true. Any moment, they don't just live in your heart, they live with you. They live within you. And the more you love the person, the more they have influenced you in your life. And your behavior, your morals, and the way you live, and your beliefs, some of that come from this person you love. My grandpa picked up singing in his 70s, and I love singing, and I've connected with him a lot on that. And I'll always, remember the childhood times that he spent with us, and his lovingness. And even though everybody said that he was aloof, but for me, he was my grandpa. He was very close. And I knew that he loved me, and that I loved him very much as well. And I regretted not being able to see him, and that hurt me very much when he passed, and I wasn't able to be there with him. But now I know he's given me a gift by his passing, is that I no longer have to feel guilty about not being able to visit him in China, so far away. And all the guilty feelings associated with it, like, how come I don't have the time? How come I didn't make the time to see him? Or how come I didn't have a better job that gave me vacation time and gave me better wages, And then you start to doubt yourself. Maybe I should have done better, for myself, so I could go see my grandpa. I could go see my family. And he released us of that now, and he sent me this dream this morning, reminding me that he's always with me now. And that's his gift for passing. He gave us the ultimate gift, which is that he's transcendent of time and space from that moment, and we now can think of him anytime and have him with us, physically here with us, because every time he lives in our minds, every little thing we remember of him, and all the things he's taught us, all the things he's taught me, all the things that any one of my family that's passed away has taught me, has influenced me. They've all been part of my life and who I am, and I could not possibly be where I am without them. And that they're here with me right now, all of them. And what's even more amazing is that my ancestors that I've never met, my grandpa's grandpa, who has influenced my grandpa, who has influenced his family, and I have that influence in me. I have all the ancestral influences in me because the ancestors helped build all of us. It helped build my grandpa, and my grandpa helped build me, and it will just go on when I have children, whether I have children or if I adopt children. And the way I am, I will influence them. I will teach them all the good things that I passed from my grandpa. Now I only remember the good things from my grandpa, and I'll pass that on, and that's my gift back to my grandpa. And that's all the gift we can give to people who's passed, is that we could think good thoughts of them, and we live as good of a life, as positive, as giving of a life as we can, and we give to other people, and when we do, we give in their names as well. And then there's no more cause for sadness after a while, after we readjust to this thought, from feeling like we've lost them to feeling like they've given us an ultimate gift. And that's the healing process of losing someone you love and being able to live again happily, reincorporating that into your life and being able to give and being able to live happily, truly happily again. And I hope this helps everyone. At some point in our life, we've all lost someone very important to us. And sometimes they didn't pass away either. Sometimes they left us from our lives. It's for people who've lost their, one of their parents when they're young or something like that. We carry that burden with us. We always wonder and question, maybe there is something more that we could have done. And that's the scar within ourselves talking. And I hope one of these days, all of our scars within ourselves and all of our hurts will heal, and we can start thinking about the gifts that we've received on a daily basis. And the gifts we've received from our losses is that the influence of our loved ones, doesn't matter how big or how small, is always in us, and they're already in us, and who we are is already part of what they have done, and part of their actions, and part of their lives. And then all of a sudden, we are just this great bundle of gifts from all of our loved ones, from our entire lives, and then ourselves, who is now in control of this body and of this life. And the most we can make out of it comes from what we do for ourselves, and the best we can do, and the best we can feel every day, the happiest, the most giving we can be. And I hope that helps everyone, because I certainly know that sharing this with all of you really helps me heal. And I hope that we allow ourselves to cry sometimes, because that's part of the healing process too. And after we cry, we stand up strong, and we live happily. We give, and we give in the name of our loved ones who has passed, and we give in the name of our loved ones who are still living, and that we can be, and that we be the best we can every day, every moment, and we feel as good as we can every day, every moment. And there will be more peace and happiness in the world. And every one of us will carry less scars and heal, and carry less burdens and heal. And thank you all very much for sharing this experience with me. And I hope that you all have very positive lives, a little bit at a time, and that by watching this video somehow helps you. So I thank you, and I appreciate all of you, and I hope you make it a wonderful, wonderful day.